Hey y'all, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back with another reaction, y'all, with funny acting grandma Lanita. The real deal. Y'all, we back. And thank y'all for being here. Now y'all know these are my opinion and not necessarily based on facts and knowledge, but this is what I believe. Um, Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. What's up, y'all? All right, y'all. You know this. You know how I am. I don't care how late I be getting the news to you, but still, somebody called me the other day, and like I told you, I got people stay in Detroit, different parts of Detroit, and they know I like to cover story. They know I love people, and so I want to get into this live. I want to get into this live for educating purposes, criticism, commenting. Okay. Uh People, I don't care what who you are. If you're going through something, find somebody to talk to. Find someone to talk to. I'm not here to I'm just here to give you some kind of opinion and guidance in some kind of way, okay? Um, I want to talk about what happened on December the 12th uh, with a transgender woman. And before I get into what happened to her, um, I just want to respect YouTube policy. So I have to be careful how I present this uh content, okay? People are who they are, y'all. People are who they are, and if you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all. Now what had happened, y'all? This happened. Let me look at my notes. You know how I am with my notes. It was a deadly stabbing on December the 12th. Okay, and we're gonna get into the situation. I'm gonna do the best I can to give y'all this information respecting YouTube policy. Okay, it was a woman has been taking into custody, y'all, after she barricaded herself um inside her home. Okay. And I listened to the whole Warren in Detroit, Michigan police officer. Um he did a good job. The police officer did an awesome job. She mentioned that she was a transgender woman. She looked good and everything. But when you care about people health, you just want to try to mentally save, a life. Okay. So I think that the officer did good doing the barricading uh uh this the transgender woman. She would mention she was speaking she, was telling the officer about her. Now see, I wish Okay, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. God, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. Okay, let me go ahead on. Let me go ahead on and read what I have. Okay, so what happened, y'all? It was a deadly stabbing. A woman has been taken into custody, and this happened, like I said, on December the 12th. She had barricaded herself in the home, and she didn't want to live no longer. But officer did an awesome job. He was on the phone trying to calm her down and talk to her and everything, because she needs someone to talk to at that time, because she lost her loved one during the situation. We'll get into that in a few minutes. So y'all, doing the barricading, after she barricaded herself inside the home on Warren for several hours. And this, like I said, this happened on December the 12th, uh, on a Friday, for hours, on a Friday morning. While on Facebook, she was on Facebook Live. Y'all probably already heard about it, but you know how I mean, I got to come in here and talk about it. Uh, a lot of people were saying, the neighbors were saying that the couple was quiet. They was pretty quiet. The lady, what happened was the woman had lost her fiance due to, we're gonna get into that in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to cover that respectfully, under the policy. What happened, y'all, on December the 7th? The Warren, Detroit, okay, they got a call at 5 a.m. that morning. Okay, they knew the suspect, and they knew the suspect. They the one made the phone call. Um, she was, she had been drinking, uh, and she took the guy life who took her boyfriend life. Well, I'm gonna say fiance, because she been with him 10 years, and she didn't care what he did, long as he was at home. When she got home, she was just glad to have somebody there, regardless of his situation. We're gonna get into his situation much as we can, under circumstantials. Okay. So they use like rubber bullets. They didn't use the real bullets and nothing like that. They didn't want to hurt the lady. They probably didn't want to scare. That's like one of their scare tactics. Tried to get her to motion, herself up, surrender herself. So they use like rubber bullets and stuff. Okay. She was on the phone with the officer on hey Kakala. She was on the phone with the officer at the time, and she was telling the officer what she was going through. She had been drinking, telling him what she would drink at Pinnacle, what she was drinking, and so he was doing real good. I like that officer. And she said, I want to meet you. I want to meet you. Can you come talk to me? So he was telling her that he was down the street and everything. So anyway, anywho, y'all, she surrendered to the police, um, and ambulance, and she ended up going to the ambulance after the stab, and she got the stab wounds from when she was stabbing him, because the guy uh, that took her fiance life, she didn't grieve right, y'all. But we're gonna get into that in a few minutes. Okay, that's what happened on December the 12th, y'all, in Michigan. Like I said, she was a transgender woman, and she's a human. That's the main thing, is she's a human. And y'all, one thing I found out about what's going on in the world today is people not grieving. They don't know how to grieve. Okay. And what happened was, when you grieve like that, when you don't lost somebody that you love for 10 years, 10 years she loved that man. She didn't care what that man did. She said he was an alcoholic. She wasn't no alcoholic, but she said she became one when what happened, y'all, the guy she was dating, the guy she was dating, well, her fiance, let me put it right. That her fiance, she what happened was they have like a God, dog it, uh like an open relationship. They have what she call it? God, dog, I supposed to write that word down because I know I wasn't gonna remember. She said something about they have a anyway, y'all, it's something like a open relationship. She know he was an alcoholic, and the guy who was over to the house, she knew he had company. She didn't care, long as her fiance was at home because both of them do. She wanted to make him happy. She was just glad to have a man there, and so the dude who came over to the house while she was working uh, gave him some popper, uh, and you're not supposed to on the direction, you're not supposed to drink it. Somehow, I don't know, from what she's saying that the dude let him drink the popper. And the popper made her fiance, she wasn't at home at the time, made her fiance react. He got a reaction off of that. And hold on for a minute. Minnie, you can move. Excuse me, y'all. That's one of the dogs. Move. Just move out my way. He had a reaction from that the papa. He was drinking. All of this was on Facebook Live, y'all. This was on Facebook. She was doing it. She was showing people on Facebook. He was drinking it. He was drinking and he not supposed to drink it. And so she was upset about that. The dude didn't call the dude who gave him the stuff, didn't call the ambulance, when her fiance passed out. He didn't call the ambulance or nothing like that. And she said that she put the problem on herself. She blamed herself, but she shouldn't have blamed herself. And so she got up, she said 4 months. She said like 4 months ago, this been on her mind. She had planned to do this to the guy. She won't plan on. I'm trying to watch what I'm saying, y'all. She was planning on doing this to the guy. So y'all, what I got out of this story, she ended up surrendering herself. It took her hours. She wanted to talk to her sister, and I'm gonna tell you, her friend. She had a so-called friend, and she brought her so-called friend up. She said, and my so-called friend gonna tell me that I wasn't gonna do nothing to nobody. I wouldn't hurt a fly. And so that's not what she need in a phone. When you have a friend grieving, you got to be there for that person. You got to talk. You can't say what they won't do. You got to talk to a person. See, a lot of people don't know how to grieve, y'all. They're not allowing themselves to feel all those emotions, the range of emotions that they need to talk to somebody about. But she had a friend, but that friend wasn't there for her like she's allegedly supposed to be. That's what the suspect was saying. So if she had someone to listen to her, just listen to her and then let her talk. I don't care if it take hours and hours, 2 days or whatever. And then she can talk to her. Her emotions was all over the place. She had nobody really to talk to her about her fiance loss. She didn't have a good support system. I heard her mention something about her family don't want nothing but money. Y'all know how family do. They don't want to be bothered with you until they want to borrow something. That's what she was saying. That I don't know why my mama called me, but she kept mentioning her sister. She want everything, sent to her sister. But the only thing I didn't understand about, she kept bringing up her sister. I don't know how old her sister was, but she wanted to leave everything for her sister. And then she ended up talking about her sister. I did think that she needs somebody to talk to because her sister had to know what she was going through because she was on Facebook Live, where everybody kept calling her phone and everything and would tell her, "Don't you know you're on live?" You know what I'm saying? She said they was saying crazy stuff. When you grieve, when a person lost somebody, y'all, I know it don't mean nothing to y'all because it's not none of y'all people. But when they want to speak out, and I noticed we run to social media. I was talking to someone today, and we was talking about how people run. Back in the day, we didn't have social media to run. Will run to. We had families to the family to run to, but now y'all run to social media like she did and like everybody else do. Um, when you grieve, you got to accept uh your feelings. It's not the end of the world. We know you lost somebody. I'm not trying to tell you how I feel, no, nothing like that, but you have to accept your feelings, taking care of your physical health. Cause see, that's what she didn't do. And when I said she didn't take care of her physical health, she wasn't eating. She said it. She wasn't sleeping. She said it. She said, I planned this for a month. But I believe she was so sweet, y'all. Listen, I don't, to me, listening to her talk, I think that the suspect was a pretty cool person. To me, she seemed like a pretty cool person. I couldn't get nothing negative out of her when I listened to the story. Before I got on here, I listened to the story and I listened to her. She needed a support system. If she had a good support system, I don't even think she would have did nothing to that man. But she lost her fiance for 10 years. They just moved in the house, y'all, a couple months. This just happened last Friday, 5 a.m. in the morning. She going live. So in situation, I know a lot of us don't care how people grieve. Like every case that we cover, these moms, dad, cousin, wives, husband, children, some people don't know how to grieve, y'all. They need a good support system. And I think that running to social media is one of the worst. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it can be bad. It's not a good support system to me. I guess because I didn't grow up with social media. But I don't think that social media is really a good support system to run to when you're grieving. Sometimes it is, sometimes not, because during the time when she was barricaded inside the home, somebody was calling her phone. She said, these folks crazy. She said, they know what kind of situation I'm in. They watching me. They hear me talking to the detective, the police officers, but people don't care, y'all. Some people don't care about other people. The grieving. They don't care about people like me and some people. God put us here like that, so we care about people like that. But it's a lot of people don't want to see you do good. A lot of people don't want to see you grieve. Now, why would a friend tell another friend that you ain't gonna do nothing? That's what she called and tell you what she was gonna do. And she did it. Now what you doing? You're talking about it. I didn't believe she was gonna do this. Social media. So I didn't think that the young lady, I don't care. I think that the officer in this transition did an awesome job. The officer did an awesome job, regardless if it was a male or female. Her respect, her personality, her preferences. He did an awesome job with her. And I hate that it happened to her. I really do. I really, that really did hurt my, really touched me because I wish I had been a part of her support system. She wouldn't even, but she said she didn't. She was thinking about doing. She loved that man, y'all. 10 years. She loved her husband, even though he was an alcoholic. She didn't want him to go nowhere. She just wanted him there at the house, like a lot of y'all. Y'all don't want y'all men to work and stuff like that. Y'all just want him right at the house. And after she said, I just want to be with that man for the rest. So you know how you sit down and say that you want to be with somebody the rest of your life. You want to sit on the porch and be in the rocking chair. You want to this and that. You want to be with your grandchildren. You know how you say stuff like that. But when you lose a person, I think people now we don't have to. If you don't want to, you shouldn't do it. But if you don't want to be a support system to someone who trying to grieve, I don't think that nobody want to hear your negativity about a person grieving because they need to hear positive stuff. Uh, they need to hear. They need a support system. Even if she took the man life that took up fiance life, um, she need a good support system. And like I say, I don't think that I don't understand why she I don't we need to I think we don't need to go on live. That's why the officer asked her, said, why are you on live? And they were calling her phone, but she the one put her number out there. She put her number out there, then she got upset because they was calling her phone, but you the one put your number out there. I don't think it's good for us to run to social media. Y'all, social media can be so cruel and mean. I don't think that's a good stand up. That's not a good that's not good. I would, and then like I said, she had a friend. If you got a friend and a friend, everything is serious, y'all. I learned that before I retired. If you tell me something, I am going to take you serious. So don't tell me if you're not serious. Don't tell me if you playing. Don't tell me. But if you serious, I'm gonna have to tell the next person because she needed. That's what happened in this situation right here. Any other situation that we talk about, this lady right here needed this suspect needed a good support system, and she wasn't getting it. She didn't get it, but she got a good support system when she got on the phone with that officer. Her phone was dying, her phone died. She was listening to him. She wanted to see him. I know he introduced himself to her. I know he did. He had to because I appreciate that officer. He didn't care if he was, talking to a transgender gender. She was beautiful. That's her. That's what she was. So she was beautiful, and I want and I appreciate that officer speaking to her. Speaking to her, he did an awesome job. He did an awesome job, and cause where her mind wasn't to surrender. Her mind was in another. But I listened to the whole. If I can't show y'all right now, y'all know I be done showed y'all a video. Like I say, I ain't got my I'm gonna get my uh might buy me another laptop. I'm gonna get me a desktop, y'all. So I'm gonna get another computer. So I can't show y'all videos right now, but if you want to see it's like what I say, it was on the news and everything. This happened, like I said, this happened last week, last Friday. And I don't think if we gonna grieve, we shouldn't come to the internet. I don't think the internet a good place to grieve. I really don't, y'all. Cause there's too many mean people on the internet, especially when you're going through something. And I hate that happened to her. Um, I hate that happened to that person. I wish I was one. If you're gonna be a good support system, be a good support system. But when you dogging somebody out and they are already grieving, that's not good. And that's why I don't think everybody should come to social media to grieve, because people are people. See, I'm a people person, so I can deal with the negative and the positive, but can't everybody deal with that, y'all? Everybody can't deal with that. Cause she was getting kind of frustrated. And I'm like, dog, why are you on live? She said she wanted the people to see what was gonna happen to her on live. Because it wasn't supposed to become peaceful. But she ended up listening to that police officer. He was a great support police officer in Warren, in Detroit. They said it was a quiet neighborhood. And the people, and they wasn't there for like 3 months. They were grown people. They weren't loud. But y'all better stop trusting people. Stop trusting people. If it's something that it's substances that you're not supposed to drink, don't drink it. So the police didn't lock the reason why the police didn't arrest or charge the man who did this to her, who gave her boyfriend, her fiance, something to drink, is because he was old enough to make his own decisions. It's one like he wasn't no child. He was a grown man. So they didn't lock him up. She wanted them to lock him up because the guy died. But when you're grown, when you're adults, that's why y'all got to remember, y'all not in high school no more. You in the real world. Your responsibility, you have to take responsibility for your own action. So it wasn't like, okay, somebody gave you some poppers to drink, and you know you're not supposed to drink it, then don't drink it. You know, it's something that you're not supposed to do, don't do it. You can't blame nobody for something that you're a grown person. Y'all are grown. Y'all not old. Y'all are grown people. Y'all are adults now. When you turn to adults, you are take responsibility for your own action. So they didn't lock the guy up from doing this to her fiance. They didn't lock him up because he could have made his own decision. Bad as I want the guy locked up, y'all, but you are grown. You make your decision. You do it. You lay in your bed. He's an alcoholic. That's what he did. He did what he wanted to do. So, and y'all did. I ain't telling nobody what to do in their relationship. They had an open relationship. They knew what each other were doing. That's why I can't be in a relationship right now, because people be having these, Carla, and people be having these open relationships like that and be putting you in it sometimes, and you don't even know they have an open relationship. No, that's what your wife like, but that's not what I like. I'm not sharing mine. No, I don't work like that. I don't share nothing like that. I don't share my man with nobody else. So, but if that's the kind of relationship that they have, because she was just happy. Because I seen in a comment, somebody said that wasn't a woman, that was a man. Transgender is a transgender. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she's supposed to be, they consider them man women. That's just respect, if that's what it is. That's what it is. And she was beautiful. I mean, she was a very beautiful person. And her personality, boy, I just can't. She just didn't have the right support system. God, when she was just talking, I wish I was just on the line with the police officer, but the police officer was doing an awesome job. And she liked him, and she was like, where are you? Where are you at? First he said he was out there. Then he lied and said he wasn't out. Then he said he wasn't out there. He said I'm down the street. Then he said that he wasn't out there. I know she heard what I heard. But she alive, y'all, and I hope that young lady get help. It can be self-defense. I want to follow up on that. I usually follow up on my cases. So I need to follow up on this, because It could have been self-defense, but she planned. She shouldn't have said that. She premeditated. Yeah. When she said I planted this a couple months ago, that's premeditated. And when she lost him, we I had to teach this, y'all, a part of health to in middle school and high school, grieving, we had to because a lot of people don't know how to grieve. And when it come down to grieving, it's like resiliences bounce back. Hard for some people to bounce back when that's all they love. But there is a good support system out there, y'all. Don't go to social media. Don't go to social media. Some people, if that we have a good support system over here. But if people don't have control over your channel, she had a channel, she got a follow of 3 point something followers, but her followers wasn't no good support system for her. She was caught, said, look at them, they so this and that. That's why I don't like a lot of people, y'all. I'm not a lot of people person. I don't really like hang with a lot of people in my space, because I want real people in my space. And she was talking about the people on her Facebook Live. Honey, people will follow you just to be nosy, not even follow you because of who you are. They knew she was a transgender woman, and they were saying some stuff. I mean, just mean people out there. People just gonna be people. You're gonna have some mean people. You're gonna have some mean people, but people gonna be people, and they'll subscribe to you just to be nosy. Men too, men and women. They'll subscribe to you just to be nosy. And she didn't have a good support system. I don't even think she should even. After that happened to her fiance, and she kept mentioning her sister, her sister, her sister, her sister. Said, I want to get my sister. I don't know how old her sister was. I really don't even know how old she was. But she was beautiful. She did look just like a female. I didn't know she wanted to leave stuff for her sister, and that kind of worried me, like kind of bothered me a little bit, because she kept saying, why y'all didn't send my sister over here? But they can't just send, when you don't stand off, they just can't send people to your house. We don't know what you're going to do to your sister. We don't know. You might not do nothing to your sister. You just want to get she said she just want to get her sister her car. But the thing is, that's a standoff, baby. You don't barricade yourself on the inside. You mentally talking about some things that you'll do. So they can't just send your sister to your house like that, because they putting your sister in some kind of situation. So y'all, when I'm not gonna hold y'all long, but I'm saying grieving is very important. Allow yourself to feel all those emotions. Just go in there, close the door, cry. She said I cried she was with him 10 years. She said I cried for hours, but she wasn't eating, she wasn't sleeping, she was just drinking. That's all she did since that happened to her fiance. That was the man of her life. But if she had a good support system to help her with those emotions, and fed her, she needs somebody to be over there to feed her. Well, I know y'all say, oh, that's a grown man, he could have fed himself, but no. Bring some food over there so she'll have it, like chicken. So she ain't thinking about cooking. It's a lot on her mind. She trying to grieve. People react different when it come down to grieving, y'all. She said she wasn't sleeping. She ain't had no sleep in days. So her mind all over the place. So when you grieving, take take care of your physical health as well as your mental health, and accept your feelings. Got to let go, y'all. I still cry about my dad, my mom, my dad, my brother, my stuff, people I lost, and my stepmom. I cry still. And my grandmother, and she been gone the longest. But people grieve differently on the holidays. Close your door room. You got to know how to grieve. Have a good support system and everything. But sure hate this happened to this person. I hope this suspect get help. Uh I hope that they get her help while she in there. Uh it could have been, I don't know. I don't know. But hope y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And thank y'all for listening. And everybody agree different, y'all. Everybody agree different. And the main thing with social media these days, y'all run to social media. In my days, we ain't have social media. We had it, but not like that. Like y'all got it, like this. Y'all got it. We won't run to Facebook or nothing like that. We run to families. See, back then we had families. You had an auntie, your uncle. You had a extended family, you had a single family. You had a better support system. But now everybody, when they going through something or whatever they do, they got to get on social media. They got to get that attention from social media. Y'all, I want to, golly. And I said that this was going to happen too. I said, y'all, when that COVID, when y'all had to stay in the house for a year, almost a year, I said, boy, we gonna have a problem now. Cause these folks ain't never been locked up in no house. And we couldn't go nowhere, but y'all run. I don't think social media is so good. I'm not used to it, y'all. I'm old school. So a lot of stuff that y'all like doing, I didn't grow up that way. We don't run the social media. We went to families. Now you don't have your families. Now you have family, but they fake. So then you got the right families. You got good family. Like I try to, keep me and my kids close and stuff. But you got, families, some family, the immediate family, sometimes not like they supposed to be. And, it's just so different. But back in the days, we really had big mama, great grandmama, great 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 grandmama, uh, auntie, great aunts, and don't know about. Some people don't even know who these people are. And then he brought that up too. The suspect. Now I'm gonna respect her. She brought that up about her family. She said, my family don't want nothing until they want some money and stuff. That's the only time they want to be bothered with me. Y'all, that's the truth. And some families like that. That's how some families are. Cause she said, don't nobody call me, ain't nobody worrying about me. I'm surprised my mama called and checked, don't want to call and check on me. She ain't been doing that. You see what? So I try to be my best to be a good support system to people. I'm just always been a people person, help anybody. I used to just go and see a lonely person sitting lonely, and I go talk to them. And when I get to talk to them, and I can tell them, I can tell what's wrong too. And they be like, and I'll tell them, and they say, well, how you knew that? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. It just God. I know God that gave me some kind of a spirit, y'all. It seems like I can think. It's some kind of spirit. I can't understand. I can think. I know what I can tell you a little something about you. I know good company. I know good company around me. I know not good company. I know when to leave. I can tell how you feel about me right now. What are you thinking? I can tell you what you're thinking and stuff, and I don't even know you. And I be like, God, where was I'm getting that telling from? But I don't know what it is. I can tell you stuff that happened, and I don't even know you. It's weird, but it's not weird though. It's just God got some people in place to know that you're going through something. Cause I have taken teenagers that's going through a whole lot, and we're glad that I took them and changed them. And a lot of people go through stuff, and they need somebody to talk to, y'all. But social media, so cruel. This is not a good place to come. Because I can be cool, but if I had like a million people on my channel, somebody gonna say something mean. Somebody gonna, some thousand of people, they gonna say something mean to that person. Like they were saying to her, she had 3.77. She thought, see what's going on in the world today is numbers. Numbers. Numbers means they got y'all so manipulated with numbers. Like millions, thousands. If you don't like my channel, it's a low I don't have that many subscribers. It's like I'd rather deal with people who care. That's what I want on my channel. I'm not looking for, I didn't come from that, y'all. I didn't come from numbers. I never could understand it about social media. I got a great number on TikTok because I'm talented. I'm like that. I like to have fun. I like to dance. I like to laugh. I like to tell my jokes over there. I like to work on my comedy over there. I like to make people happy. But when I get over here, it's just like it's a challenge, it's competition. I ain't in no competition with nobody. I ain't in no competition. And I ain't never understood that, y'all. I never understood that. I think that's what's manipulating y'all. Numbers. Like she had a 3 point something follows. Hell, some of them people's on there saying mean stuff to her. You don't know, people follow you for a certain, some people, y'all got to be careful with social media. See, I'm a person, it's part of me. It's part of my nature and it's part of me. Me. So it won't bother me that like it'll bother somebody else. So I think I would tell anybody, if you're going through something, if you got a real friend and they're supposed to be your real friend, take your real friend seriously. These days, we got to take people seriously, y'all. If they said it, they're going to do it. No, you're not playing. You serious. Because why you said it. Don't do that. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get you some help. And her friend was saying that she wasn't going to do this. Oh, you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing to a fly. But what she do? She did it. I believe people. That's why I tell folks, don't tell me that. Some people just thought I was police officer. No, I ain't no police officer. Just if you say something, I got common sense. If you said it, you mean it. You didn't say it for nothing. So why did you say it? Don't say nothing around me you don't want me to report it. Don't say nothing to me if you don't want me to report it. Don't say nothing to me if you don't want me to respond back. Don't say nothing to me if you don't want me to tell you the truth. I'll be wrong not to tell you the truth. I'll be wrong to tell you to do something, in harm's way. I'd be wrong. But I'd be right to tell you what I need to tell you. I'd be wrong to let you do something. If you tell me something, I say, well, you know what, da 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 da. I'd be wrong to tell you to do something when you saying that's not what. Come on now. If you don't want to tell me, if you don't tell me nothing. If you don't want me to say nothing, if you don't want me to help you, don't tell me. Just don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. But if you want help, then I talk to me. Got to tell me the truth though. But y'all be careful out there, I'll be back later on, y'all. I just want to say this. There are a lot of us out there that need mental, physical, and socially and emotional help. Find you something, find you a good support system. Find your good support system. And utilize that support system. Sometimes having a whole lot of people ain't good. I'd rather go to a small church than a big church. I'd rather for my kids be in a small setting school instead of a big old school with all that confusion. My values and my ethicals and my standards is respectful, being respectful. You want to borrow $20, you're gonna have to work for that $20. You gonna have to cut that grass, you're gonna have to do them, wash them dishes, you're gonna have to clean up. Can't get nothing for for nothing. But I don't want to hold y'all up because I'm gonna come back on here. Um I just want to say don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Uh don't focus on numbers. Focus on being yourself. Being yourself, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Just enjoy what you do. Enjoy positivities around you, a good support system. Cause you don't know what a person going through. A lot of people don't know how to grieve, y'all. A lot of people hold stuff in. They'll hold it in. They probably ain't never cried. If they cried, they cried. Where's that support system? Because if they're gonna keep crying like it's gonna turn depressed. Because when the young lady said that she turned the lights off, she wants to be in the dark. She ain't had nobody to talk to. She wanted the dark. She wanted to be in the dark. But when the police, she was so smart. I don't know if did they turn out the lights or what the lights are already off. She said, "Why y'all turn off my lights? Cause I need to charge my phone up." That means that her lights was on. Why did they turn off the lights? Or was the lights off? Because she said she couldn't charge her phone up. She said, "Man, y'all don't turn off my lights. I can't even charge my phone up. But I got an extra phone. I can use Wi-Fi." So I don't know if her phone with the lights off or did they turn out the lights, and why did they turn out the lights? But then you said you wanted to be in the dark, so I thought it was a mental thing, and I don't know. I don't know did they turn out the lights for real or what. But she said they turned it off. She was okay. She was calm. She was calm. She wasn't talking mean. She was talking mean to them police, those the ones who was out there in the yard. She was talking mean to them, but she wasn't talking mean to the one on the phone. I think that officer did an awesome job, man. He did a good job. Y'all make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think down in the comment section, yeah. And be a better support system for your friend. All right, love y'all. I'm out.